Yes, you're welcome once again to room 626. My name is Taiwo. My friends call me the Lion Act. And in the room today we have someone you always wanted to see, someone you always want to listen to, someone that is, exotic. But before I introduce him, I'll allow my co-host to introduce himself.
Hello guys, my name is Kenny. My friends call me Top Boy. And I'm so excited to be here. It's been a while and I'm so happy that we have, someone great with us today.
So, alright, let me do the honors. Yes, he's someone great and I'm so excited to be here once again. Yeah, it's been a while, but then we brought an exotic breed for you today. And he's no other person than, he's an entertainment executive, a music record label owner, a project manager, a party piece, he's a lot. His name is Adeyemi Rotimi, the no other CEO of the Real Now company,
the king himself.
The king himself.
Thanks for having me, man. We out here, man. Now, boys, all time, every day, you know how we do it, man.
Alright, chill. Nice.
Cool. Okay, yeah. So let's get straight into it. This first question I want to ask you. There's this song that all the Now boys is sing when we have events and stuff.
Is it a song or a Now anthem?
Okay, let's call it the Now anthem.
Right.
You get me?
The title of the song is Sing. That is the song that we used to sing. That's what we always sing. How did we start singing that song?
How did you start singing the song Sing?
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
How did it come to be?
You know what? Yeah.
Why do we do that? Why do we sing?
I'm actually gonna be honest with you guys. There is a huge story behind the song Sing, and as we all know now, as a family, you get me, and we're a family where we have wings for everyone to grow. We're never in a competition with no one.
Right.
So as the song says, will they follow you? The competition, my followers not be 1 million. But my now boy is one strong giddy gun. You understand?
Right.
It started from obviously everyone knows how we all started. Let's put it this way. The Real Now company, it's let's say it's the mother company of everything we do at Now.
Yeah.
So obviously now we have other aspects like the Now Songs House Party, Now Songs Friday, Now Films, Now Music World, We've got so many things happening, you understand? So NSF happened to be one of our biggest brand, let me just put it that way. So NSF started out from Lautech in Ogbomosho, you understand, where we did Fabamster Fest. At that point when we had Fabamster Fest, I think it was to us it was just like a joke, let's make things happen, you understand? So after Fabamster Fest, we realized that, okay, you know what? It seems like there's a new dimension coming into the lifestyle of youth and the campus and stuff. So we felt like, okay, you know what? Let's do something. Then we went for TIP, the intern party. When we had the intern party, it was crazy. It was mad. I was privileged enough to be at Ogbomosho, you understand? Yeah. Pull out a crowd. When we started, I think at that event we have almost all the acts in Lautech, comedians, everyone pull up. As in, at the end of the night, the whole place was so choked up and stuff. So after the whole event, and then we're okay, you know what? We're going for something different, which was the League of the Extraordinary. You understand? I don't know how the boys came up with that name, but we're in the meeting and they were the game is the League of the Extraordinary, but we're not using the ordinary with an O, but with the X for extraordinary. So when we had that event was upcoming. Luckily enough, I think I had issues with my NYC. It wasn't I planned to come back home. So my LGR at that time was I need to be in Lagos to finish up my registration. So it forced to be the time that League of Extraordinary was happening. So I'm okay, guys, what's happening? We started, I think, I got into Lagos, I think a night before LOX, got into Lagos, I didn't have no sleep. I came in, could not sleep because we need to leave on by 4 a.m. the next morning, and the best way to do it is to just stay up all night, because obviously you guys know the journey from Lagos to Ogbomosho and stuff. So we just literally step out. At that point, I think it was only about roughly, let me say, 60 tickets sold.
Yeah.
And funniest thing about it was there was another show that was happening at Ogbomosho the same day. And that event literally had like the likes of, okay, let's say, no disrespect to any entertainer, yeah, you understand? No disrespect here. Like, let's say all the content we had for TIP was replicated. I wouldn't say copy, was replicated, because obviously everybody, if you haven't registered something, you can't put it as a copyright, right?
Yeah.
So it was replicated. Apart from being replicated as well, I think there was an artist that was popping at that period. I'm trying to remember the name now. Who is that guy? The guy that has... the artist had one song like Moyawolowo Lati, Ago Alaba Abai Lapi. You know, it was Bella. Yeah, it was Bella. Yeah, so he had that song. Bella was the one that was popping at that period, you understand? So after all that, yeah, like Bella was in Ogbomosho the same night at LOX.
Yeah.
Okay, to cap it all up, yeah, the venue we used for TIP was replicated for that event. But I think they call it something loud in Loud Tech, or I can't remember the name. So, and it was only 60 tickets that was sold a night before, and I was making that journey. Bear in mind, I have friends that pulling up, like, we had like 2 cars to Ogbomosho, and I was like, I've said to this guy that we're the one making things happen, you get me? But you know, you can actually see like 60 tickets has been sold. And I was like, the venue is big. How would these guys feel taking them from Lagos to Ogbomosho, and I can't go flop or more, I go feel run now. Yeah, but something miraculously happened. I didn't even know how it happened. Shout out to all the NSF teams, hardworking individuals, like, I don't know. So I was, at that point in time as well, I think we're in that level where we haven't get to the payment of online gateway.
Yeah.
So the only way you can purchase ticket is to make a transfer to an account.
Yeah, direct transfer.
And at that time as well, I don't think we don't have a business account at that time. So it comes into my account, so I can actually see the transfers coming in and stuff. So, but trust me, I think I left Lagos at 4 a.m. in the morning. The journey from Lagos to Ibadan, there was over 600 tickets sold.
Whoa. That's less than 4 hours.
That's less than 4 hours. Like, no cap.
So at what point did that song?
Yeah, I'm about to tell you now. So I think as I was just going, like, I've always loved that song, but none of my boys know that song. But obviously, I've just always been like, because I'm my own person that never in a competition with anyone. I'm an individual. I believe in whatever you do. If you have passion for it, grow with it. So when I get to Ogbomosho, I saw the turnout. The setup was crazy. Everything was mad. I went into my hotel room. I wept at my hotel room, like, what's happening here? Like, is this actually happening? And we came back in. Then obviously, as you know, we have a tradition. Every 12 a.m., we always have a fireworks display and stuff. So at this point, shout out DJ Fat. So at this point, I got there, I was like, TJ, do you have this song? Fireboy. The fact is, I just want to make it known to people that we appreciate everyone doing entertainment, everyone growing in the industry, and they all love Loud Tech. So just want to make that fact to be known that we're not in competition with anyone. Like, what we do, like, see, no cap. If you're doing what is great, if you come to our table, there's a way we can collaborate together. We're ready to go, you understand? Because obviously, we don't discriminate, we don't have any issues with no one. So I went to DJ Fat, shout out DJ Fat. I went to him and was like, do you have this song? DJ Fat was like, doesn't have that song. But luckily enough, Aluma has got that song. But Aluma was actually busy. I think at that time, there was something happening outside in the gate or whatever. No, he doesn't have a system. So quickly, I think it was someone from the team. I think it was shout out DJ Lamzi, man. Quickly give Fats hotspots on his laptop to download the song. And when the song came on, it wasn't even just how I felt, but the whole team member felt it.
Same way.
The same way I feel. I don't know, maybe there's a chemistry behind us or something, but as soon as the song came on, everyone just went crazy. Even someone that does not even know the song. So I started saying, I think when I was now coming back to Lagos, I was not saying someone to say, that now anthem, that the artist bad though. Then when I heard it, I was like, if only people know this song is actually Fireboy X Oxlade. You know, but the fact is the song was so spiritual because there was even someone who would say, bad man just want to make mama proud, which is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Like we're not in no competition, we just want to make mom and dad proud, do whatever we want to do. And from that time, like, it's just been culture. Like, everyone just felt like, you know what, this fits into the category of what we do at now. So from there, and you know what, at now, no opportunity wasted. So we took that opportunity, we took the song. I've even said we blew the song in Lautech. Because
I think I agree with
because a lot of people didn't really know about the song, but it's there now. People always look forward to it every time, any day, man. So that's how the song came about. I just felt like it was just that inspiration in that song, and then we took it and then we turned it into a tradition that even people thought Fireboy was signed to now. But you know what?
Right.
We never get money to sign Fireboy, but that time that was the right song to fit into the category of what we're doing. So that's how the song came about.
All right. All right, King Timi. I don't want to ask you the meaning of now or how now started. That's not the question for today. But maybe in your answer you might want to explain that. But I want to ask for your personal journey into entertainment. How did this start for you? What really inspired you to say, okay, I want to invest in entertainment business, I want to become an entertainment executive, I want to have a record label and all of that?
It's a journey where I've always been inclined into entertainment from a very, very tender age, because I remember my entertainment journey started when I was, should I say, about 10 years old.
Whoa.
I was in the church choir, where obviously, shout out Oje. We all grew up together in a short choir where I think it was playing drums, I was playing conga and stuff. Then obviously later I left entertainment for a couple of years. Then I remember when I was in my second year in the university, it was one of my friends, shout out Star man, he's doing his thing right now. You can check out his EP. I think he's doing good, you understand? Where we're both living together when we're in university. So during our second year in university, he decided to have an home studio, which I wasn't even paying attention. But because obviously, one thing that makes you a great friend is supporting whatever your friend does, right?
Yeah.
So he said he wanted to go into music because obviously he loves doing music. He's been doing, I think he started doing music when he was back in college, even before uni. But we would just go to the studio, record, but this time he wanted to have an home studio. So he had a home studio, we were all playing around, and I think he wrote a song at that time called Telemilo. I remember while he was writing that song, we're all together, so obviously I was adding some input to it because obviously he didn't really understand Yoruba, the depth of Telemilo and stuff. So we had the song, and then he took the song to some certain record label, name undisclosed. I don't want to mention names and stuff. So he took the songs there, then we wrote the songs and stuff, he recorded a song. And I think at that point, I can't even remember what happened. He just came home one night and it was like, it was such in a bad mood. Like, you know, when you just like witness what we called like, I don't know what I'm going to call it. Should I say rejection or something? Then he came home and then it was like, oh, this, that. He was in a bad mood. Then I remember I said to him, I was like, you know, we can actually do this. And then he looked at me as a madman, like, how can we do this? Like, we don't even have the money to pay for studio. We don't even have the money to shoot videos and stuff. And I was like, guy, we can do this. But at that point as well, remember, like I said, I've always been inclined in entertainment. So I had a couple of people that I'm close to. The A-list artists right now, obviously, but all love from our side every time. So at that point in time, I think I was actually in connection with Pato Ranking. So had Pato, and then Pato came to UK to shoot. What did he came to? I think he came to shoot Galileo for so long. I've been waiting. Came to shoot Galileo. When he came around to Galileo, then I was like, Pato, I beg you guys do me a favor. My boy needs to record a song with you. Blah 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 blah. Pato was like, blah blah. We go run him. So I could not make it to the studio session. I didn't know what happened. I think probably that time I was working at Amazon and you're doing picking and packing. They're not born you and make you go 5-hour shifts. Can't wake up the next morning and say you won't go studio. So Mills went to the studio, shout out to Rankin, and like he literally had to get the studio equipment into his apartment via the window because recording was not allowed in that apartment.
Whoa.
So he brought it in, done the song. Actually, Muse hasn't even done his part of the song. It was Pato Rankin that recorded his part. Shout AU Beats, man. AU Beats produced that beat. He's always been a brother, man. So after the whole verses was done and stuff, we put out the song. Luckily enough, at that time, they were like, Pato Rankin was buzzing. Like, there's no week you would go through and not see a featuring Pato Rankin. He was buzzing. So that song we could not spend, we didn't even spend money on it. It was just like traveling on his own. So after the whole song was done, dusted, and then Pato Rankin came back for Galileo remix. Remember the first one was Galileo itself. Then he came back for Galileo remix video featuring Tiwa Savage. So when he came back for Galileo, I remember when he came back for Galileo remix featuring Tiwa Savage, it was on 1st of April. I was in a lecture room, and then it was like, oh guy, I did your area, I did Luton. I'm like, why are you doing my area? She didn't want me, you want to give a proof. Then it was like, I'm in front of the Galaxy. I was like, there's no way this guy can know where Galaxy is. So I left class. This is how inclined I was with entertainment. Whoa. I left my lecture room, went downstairs, saw Pato Rankin, went back upstairs, we were vibing, and Pato was like, see, the day this song drops, and I was playing it, we were going to club, everybody was going crazy. The best thing you guys could have done right now is to like pull out a video. You know, I was like, pull out a video. Hey, you know how much it cost that time? The biggest video director at that time was Momusa.
Yeah.
Because Momusa was shooting all the baddest video. Like, he shot the likes of like Nyanya. Pato Rankin actually came to shoot a video with Momusa. So I'm like, how are we gonna do it? Shout out AU Beats again. Reach out to AU Beats, obviously. AU Beats then linked us with Igniter, which is the Igniter TV. Spoke to Igniter, he said the price was going to charge, undisclosed price. So he said the price was going to charge. I looked at Mill's face, it's like, guy, what's we going to do? You know, get this kind. To run this thing. I'm like, guy, you know what? Fuck it, we're going to make this shit happen. Again. I went upstairs. I remember that time was the first ever edition of Minimark that was ever released by Hapu. I took my Minimark, put it up on Gumtree for sale.
Wow.
A guy was like asking about it, like how we gonna do it and stuff. And I took that Minimark. I remember we traveled all the way to Liverpool streets from Luton. We traveled on that journey without a train ticket. So, look how risky it was.
Yeah.
And we got there. The guy agreed to pay us a certain amount, undisclosed amount. And when we got there, he took £20 of the money he was going to pay for us. Because he knew how desperate we were. And then we took it, took the money, went back. We're like, eat up, Igniter. We got the piece, like, man, want to shoot a video. And then he's like, oh yeah, you're going to need to get a makeup artist. I'm like, okay, cool, another one done in time now. I will go run them again. Then shout AU Beats again. AU was like, yeah, I got someone that's going to do the makeup for you guys. Because he loves what we're doing. Because he knows we had passion for it. So, brought the makeup artist done the makeup, everything was fine. Then they said we needed model.
Again.
I go pack all the girls with them at uni.
Pull up.
Yeah, but the funniest thing was not like, you know how it is for like ladies now, they can't get up early. And we have to shoot by 7 a.m. in the morning. Next thing I called AU Beats again. I said, bro, this is what's happening. He said, don't worry, I have a Spanish model for you that will pull up. So the Spanish model pull up. We shot the video. It was crazy. Luckily enough, at that time, we're living in a house that has like a rooftop. So the video was more like in our living room. Then we move up to the rooftop, move up to the roadside and stuff, and then it was a seal. Then we dropped that as well. That was, I think that video got over 110,000 views on YouTube right now. That's me, Star. Then after that, I was like, yeah, I think this
What's
is.
the song? What's the title of the song?
Oh, Bring It Over Here.
Alright.
Bring it over here.
Guys, make sure you check out the video.
Bring it over here.
Bring it over here.
Patriarchy.
Yeah, so after that, I was like, yeah, this thing is happening right now because everywhere we go that time, like we're like pulling up in shows where they were like Jamal BBK, JME, because every time that AU Beat has a show, we gotta pull up. Like it's gonna be like, guys, you guys gotta pull up. And I think there was a time as well, AU Beat was managing an artist which had an EP. So Muse was on that EP as well. I think he had like 2 songs on that EP. So every time they're doing a EP launch for it, we gotta have to pull up and then do it. And then you know now, I the be bling bling, we said we go buy Versace. So you don't have to go now. So that was By the Way, and then after that, I got a bit reluctant after that as well because it was more like there was something just happened within the middle and stuff, and I get reluctant. And then after that, the main journey, what I'm trying to explain this is just I want people to know that the Real Nut company doesn't just become an entertainment company. It was actually a record label. And then it was after record label, we started branching into different stuff. So after that, I picked up my cousin, Fanel. Fantastic artist. Songwriting is great. I still say up to now, I'll put my money on him anytime, any day. Then I had Fanel. We did a couple of jobs together, you understand? Shout out Media Gents. The first video we shot, I could remember like, it'd be like say they won't beat us for the set self. Because we don't get money to.
That's Nigeria now.
That's Nigeria now.
Our country.
Guy, as in, I remember, the first video we wanted to shoot was like, we have a plan of shooting a documentary.
Okay.
And that documentary was meant to take us on a journey from Lagos to Abeokuta.
Okay.
Then on the day we were meant to go to Abeokuta, we realized that there is like all these rituals, like you can't walk after 10 p.m. So we're like, we know they go that area, places we don't know. And then we're like, okay, cool, let's improvise. So let's go and shoot at an hotel, at the pool. When we get in there, like, I'm gonna go bring 200K to shoot. We're like 200K. My guy just shout me the agent, man. They were just like, okay, you know what? You guys, let's take it to the streets.
Yeah.
And that was Fidara viral video. So we took it to the streets, put up a DJ. The funniest thing was like people pull up, like you thought it was like a debauchery in a video. Everyone pull up and stuff. The street was welcoming and stuff. And then after that, but I think what actually now taken to the full entertainment scene was when we had Fabanza Fest. As in, it was different from whatever they've been doing in the campus of Lautech.
Yeah.
And then saw how welcoming it was.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, yeah, these guys are doing something like this. And then after that, shout out Popular and Vanilla, you understand?
Yeah.
That's the home.
Yeah.
Like Popular and Vanilla started NSF and Popular and Vanilla, you know, bringing up speakers. Shout out to all the Lautech artists that supported at that period.
Yeah.
You guys are doing good, man. You guys are going to get to where you need to get to.
Okay, so moving on. You know, I want to ask you this question. How do you combine your personal life with the entertainment business? Or maybe I put them this way. You know now, the girls stay and then the ladies, the girls come, we all have boss, hey, you know now you're King Timi and stuff. How you take the manager, you don't say you get your personal life and then the entertainment industry and ladies are like this.
You know what, yeah.
How you run out?
You know what, it's actually, in life you got to have the balance, right? So, I used to say I have a 3 King Timi within me. There is my entertainment life, there's my personal life, and there is my church life, you understand? Great believer, you understand? But to be honest with you, I'm happily in a relationship.
Whoa, that's... Have you guys did?
So, you get me? So, yeah, that's it, man. Happily in a relationship.
Text me, or is he single?
I'm thinking, so no wind down. If you get now wedding anytime soon.
Okay, another announcement.
So that is what it is, man.
earlier we talked about, starting a real now company and all of that. So at the moment, what can you say the future looks like for the company? I mean, what should we be expecting from now? What is now going into? What's now bringing on board and all of that?
Like I said earlier, the game changed when we did the
Ogbomosho first.
No. When we had the game changed when we had the League of the Extraordinary, which simply means now is in that League of the Extraordinary. So we've now always expect the unexpected because we're coming bigger. We've been so quiet, but that's just been to, obviously there's ASU strike and stuff, but trust me, something big is cooking. Both Lagos, Ogbomosho, other places we're looking to join as well. The future is so bright, you understand? And I know with the board of directors and stuff, they have a lot of plans in place, so I can't speak for them. They make the decisions, you understand? I'm just here to just, like I said, CEO, COO. So I'm just here to just be on the operation side, and then that's it. But trust me, there's a big things are coming, massive things.
All right. Yeah, I was actually going to ask you, why do you prefer to be referred to as a COO instead of a CEO?
Okay, one of the reasons is because, as we all know, CEO is Chief Executive Officer, you understand?
Yeah.
That means you're the owner of the business, right?
Yeah.
As a CEO, I'm the Chief Operating Officer. As a CEO, Chief Operating Officer, which simply means what I do in that business is not, I'm not a boss. I mean the operation aspect of the business to see the business is rolling. I have a guy at the top.
Okay.
I have people that I answer to. So those are like the board of directors. If I'm to say I'm the CEO now from an outside world of companies, I shouldn't be serving more than 1 or 2 tenor as a CEO of the company because you got to move, you're going to need other people to lead.
Yeah.
But as a chief operating officer, I just make sure things are running smoothly and I'm able to give accountability of how the business is going.
All right. Okay, so entertainment. Let's go into music a little bit because now music is life. So I want to ask you, what do you feel about the let's call it the Nigerian sound presently, kind of music that we have in the industry right now? What do you think about it?
There is a lot in place, but obviously, like they say, there's always time for everything, right? The time is coming. And when the time comes, you never can tell. The artist will be revealed. And then, I know everything we do at now will go 100. So any artist we're bringing on board right now knows we're ready to work. So, yeah, man. And apart from that as well, we've got artists that like literally been associated with Now Music World in the past. And whatever they're doing good. Like, I see people like Fanel dropping singles every time. Ryan just dropped an EP a couple of months back, Nana is doing his thing. So, bro, this artist is doing good. And like now it's family, so forever family. So, but if we want to go into the business fully, I'm sure we'll probably unveil a new artist and then we take it to the next dimension. But with all the artists that have walked past through the realm of now, I'm happy with what they're doing right now. I see them do stuff and I'm like proud of them.
Well, I've heard from a lot of quarters that people they're trying to know what's going to happen with Now Sounds Friday in Ogbomosho in the next couple of months and years. As we've had a team that's come and go, we've had another team, and now another team is transitioning again. So people want to know like what's happening.
To be honest with you, there's always a lot happening. Like you said, we've got transitioning for people. But the great thing is everyone that has been part of that team and have moved on, they're doing great.
Yeah.
Based on the platform the team has actually given them.
Yeah.
You understand? So we're, like we said in Now, is where we give the youth wings to fly.
Yeah, yes.
So everyone keep coming on board. If you see whatever you're doing that you love doing, we're always ready to support you. You understand? So I think in Now it's just like a family. Like when I look back, like we're doing good. Like everyone is happy. everyone that has been through the transition. We're still family. Like, they could still hit me up and go, boss, how far now? We'll run this thing now. If he's all right for us, we'll go for it. If it's not, I'll still guide them through their businesses and stuff. So, you know, it's just a transition of, like Yoruba will say, rock on law, rock on board, you understand? But for now, NSF, there's great things, big things coming through, man. Trust me, a lot of things are coming through. And we need to start saying the word NSF Ogbomosho. NSF is an entity.
Yeah.
Ogbomosho is a branch. NSF is growing in different places. Like NFF is going Lagos, Abuja, different places.
Alright, guys, you come to the end of the show today. Make sure you catch us here anytime we have something great for you. Click the subscribe button so you get notified every time we have a new episode. Bye.